Okay, so this is part 2 of what I was talking about. Right, sorry for the cut off. Okay, problem to my storage. So anyway, I was talking about cycling through your previous attachments to avoid trying to make new attachments. Okay, so I just need to remind you guys again, this is for narcissists. Okay, all right. Now, what are the pros and cons of these strategies in my opinion? Well, number one, obviously the previous attachment is going to give you much better narcissistic supply than let's say more surface level relationships. Okay, and of course, assuming you don't really go all crazy on these people, I mean like abuse them really badly, they're probably gonna have a soft spot for you if you try to hoover them. Especially if a huge gap of time has gone, and then suddenly you recontact them, I would assume that memories will come flooding. Alright, now in any case, assuming you have a carefully controlled cycling environment, then every time you feel the need to devalue or discard your current intimate partner, you'll just cycle through all the previous attachments, and then once you have recovered, go back to intimate partner. Okay, he'll give you some time to actually be able to work through things, maybe talk to them, all that kind of stuff. Obviously, the cycle of devaluation will happen again. You will try to discard again, but this will be one possible way for you to stop yourself from actually discarding and going to attach with someone else. Okay, like I said in the previous first part, it's going to be pretty bad for you if you do it again. Alright, having said that, there's a few caveats you have to remember. This is technically will be seen as cheating, right? So it depends on how you define cheating. So you would always want to actually be able to do it with some amount of secrecy and discretion, which is going to be impossible in my opinion. Or if you have if your morality allows it, like for example, I'm a Muslim, I can marry 4, you probably can do something like that, like marry more than 1. Okay, but still difficult still. But in any case, what you really want to do is just to survive long enough that you don't attach to someone else that's new. Okay. Can it work long term? Probably you can. But if, let's say, like everything works like really well and it's like perfect, you're gonna have one problem. All these other previous partners is gonna be attached to you again. You are gonna start idolizing them, remembering them in the you're idolizing mine again. So it's gonna be like eventually at the end, it's gonna be a car crash basically. Okay, so again, this particular strategy is just a stopgap. Okay, you can also combine it with a mortification, I suppose, to increase the lag. But eventually, I think you will either you reattach or you just get yourself caused like a massive narcissistic injury, and then it requires you to find a different intimate partner. But in any case, it'll give you some time to not attach yourself to anyone. Okay, at least try to think of different solutions, right? Okay, the third way, which I think is possibly one of the better ways you can help yourself, is you'll need to be able to increase the matrix of narcissistic supply. You're gonna need to do that, my dude. All right, and then instead of attaching to an intimate partner, consider attaching to probably a mentor, a close friend, like a best friend or something like that. Obviously not going to give you the same amount of fuel than an intimate partner, but again, it'll supply you with enough that when you do start considering to discard your intimate partner, you can like gather yourself by collecting narcissistic supply from your friends and everything. Okay, that that could sound like a long-term solution, all right? But of course, the problem would be is if you get too freaking cocky, lah, guy. To get too freaking cocky. So meaning here, if let's say you get so much narcissistic supply, like you don't give a shit anymore, like you feel you can do anything you want. Okay, which does happen on occasion to me. So I would assume you're gonna do some weird narcissistic stuff. I mean, it's not like I'm immune to it. Okay, so it's something to consider. It's something to consider. All right, so you probably will need to put some stop gaps there. Okay, like actually have some people who put their foot down, not just yes men. Okay, put their foot down and like kick you in the ass when you need to. Okay, again, it's easier said than done to find these people, right? But it does sound like a way for you to stop attaching. Okay, like basically Sam Vaknin, right? So he's getting narcissistic supply from his work and everything. So I assume he's not attaching to anyone anymore. Yeah, so it's all good, right? Okay, now the videos, these two videos, part 1 and 2, it's not got nothing to do with trying to heal yourself, right? So if you're a narcissist out there listening to this, it's not gonna heal you, my friend, my dude, but it will allow you to not attach with more and with more intimate partners, and potentially making you run around in circles, basically. Okay, it's not like we're not running around in circles even with a few intimate partners, but it'll allow you to actually at least be more open to other options and not get trapped into the cycle of just trying to, finding the next best thing, which I can tell you right now will eventually lead you to your own destruction. Okay, right, so that's it for part 2. Hopefully it helps the narcissist out there somewhere. Okay, it's definitely helping me a little bit, trying to make the idea a bit more concrete. Right, so see you guys in the next video.